It's been a year since Hurricane Ian flew directly over us. We were fortunate not to have any major damage to our home. We did have 27 trees fall over. And our food forest was devastated. In this video, I'll show you what the food forest looked like right after Hurricane Ian. Most of the pine trees that were down were in the food forest. And what it looks like now. You can see now that there's quite a bit of growth going on back there. This oak tree here in the middle lost a lot of limbs. It's coming back though. So let's go see what's growing on. The new growth is really looking good. There's still a lot of branches down that I need to turn into mulch. This spot here, I made a video about putting down massive chop and drop. I actually chopped this banana tree right here. It's grown back quite a bit. This mulberry tree is going crazy. Red apricot back there, that's doing really good. I threw down a lot of African potato mint potatoes. They're doing great. Everything's coming back better than expected. We even have rack of bananas coming in over here, which is kind of surprising because it's a very small banana tree. I might just use that as chop and drop material. The ice cream bean has a lot of new growth. So when this ice cream bean tree fell over, it crushed this soursop back here. I cut the soursop tree back and it's coming in really good. Really happy about that. We lost 2 very large racks of bananas in this banana circle here. It's been a year, but now we have multiple racks coming in. 3 racks in this spot. This is the banana jungle now. There were multiple trees down in this area. We lost a couple nice racks. Got 1 new banana rack starting. Most of the banana plants are actually growing back now. They love having this moisture here. They don't mind having wet feed as long as it's not more than a week or 2. There was a huge pine tree down right here. This spot under the big oak tree was really messed up. The Monstera got blown over. It's doing really good now. I've actually harvested 2 fruits off of the Monstera, just waiting for them to ripen up. This Cocoplum tree was all raggedy looking after Hurricane Ian. I didn't really do anything with it. I just let it go naturally. It's coming back really good. Harvested a few pounds of cocoplums off of it this year. Very happy about that. You can see there's still a few cocoplums here. Grapefruit. This Jamun tree is probably about 6 feet tall, 6-7 feet tall when Hurricane Ian hit. Didn't really have much damage, but now it's easily 12 feet tall. Doing great. It loves this water here. This Jujube tree over here loves the water as well. Need to do something about all this Kogan grass soon. The Shampoo Ginger came back strong. We have more Shampoo Ginger this year than any other year. Some ripe, some still ripening up. Look at that Turrmeric flower. That's really awesome. Those flowers are beautiful. Here's another angle of that Monstera Deliciosa. I harvested 2 fruits off of that today, which I'll be making another video about. This is a banana circle of Dwarf Namwa bananas. I recently harvested 1 rack from right here. The rack actually grew on one of the plants that I cut back because it had been bent over, so I cut it back. And it still grew enough to produce a rack in less than a year. Got another nice rack coming in right here. There's another banana circle. I got really messed up by the hurricane. I had to cut back several banana plants, but they're coming in good. These were actually water suckers that I planted here. The plan is to use these for chop and drop only. This area was completely flattened. Every plant was pretty much blown over. This Rolenia is coming back very well. Got a mulberry that's coming in and a huge cassava. That's all one plant from way over there to way over here. This cherry of the Rio Grande was battered just a little bit, but it's looking good now. A lot of new growth. And over here, there's a Blackberry Jamun tree that had some wind damage, but it's starting to come in. It's starting to grow well. Happy with that. This is my forest garden from last year. Hurricane Ian didn't really mess it up at all. Coming in a little slow this year. I planted late, so we'll see what happens. This mountain Soursop tree has more than doubled since last year. It didn't really get touched too much by the hurricane. I'm really looking forward to getting some fruit off of that. Should be soon. This strawberry tree was really jacked up. It was bent over by the hurricane. It's doing very, very well now. It's easily doubled its size this year. I've been getting 3 or 4 berries off of here almost every day. That Carrie mango over there was bent sideways. I propped it up straight. It made some mangoes this year, but it was kind of dry back here. We didn't get a lot of rain. Mangoes need some moisture when they're making fruit, otherwise most of them will drop. So I made this little swale right here. Sweet potatoes really love that swale. The Starfruit tree was very lucky to survive. There was literally a large pine tree within a foot that fell right in this spot. This tree has easily doubled in size in the last year. It was very, very lucky though, because there was even another pine tree right over on the other side of that sherbetberry tree there. Now I'm just patiently waiting for fruit. This Jujube tree was mangled just a little bit, kind of bent over. We did get some fruit last fall, but something ate them. This year though, looks like we're gonna get a lot of fruit. Flowers everywhere on this bad boy. We left this big old pine tree pretty much as it is. Consider it a decoration now. Plan when I get time is to plant some passion fruit. I'll have to get rid of all these wild grapevines and then plant some passion fruit. Looks really cool, in my opinion. So there you have it. It's my food forest a year after Hurricane Ian. We did lose some fruit trees and some other plants, but for the most part, all the plants came back great with very little care. Yeah, some of the weeds came back very, very strong, but hey, that's chop and drop material in a permaculture food forest. You got to feed the soil with something. Weeds are great to do that with. I'm personally amazed at how resilient this food forest is when you just leave it to nature. Let nature take over. It's turning into a system after 3 full seasons now. I'm very, very happy about that. If you like this kind of video, go ahead and like and share. That helps the channel a lot. And I'll talk at you later. Out.